Hello, and welcome to the Geek Initiative, as we are going to name ourselves at some point. I am Isaac, and I will be the DM for this evening. Joining me today are... all hands on.
My name's Tracy.
My name's
I'm playing Dusk.
No.
We're not doing that.
No.
Okay, fine. I'm Tracy. Sorry.
Super professional.
Didn't listen to the brief.
I'm Mark.
We'll go that way because they all know who I am. So we'll go down. Hello, I'm Digby. It's my channel. Hi.
Yeah,
Then we'll go that way.
Then,
I'm Martin.
I'm Adrian.
I'm Charlie.
I mean, they may know you, we don't.
That's
It's
true.
the first time we've met you.
That's true.
Where'd you come from?
Today we'll be playing some Dungeons and Dragons. Indeed, that is the goal.
Hope so.
Each of your characters will have been... doing some work recently. On the mercenary work, doing whatever sort of work that your character would be known to do. That, for some of you, is more nefarious than others. And you will be all so happening to be in a stereotypical Dungeons and Dragons start in a tavern. The tavern in question is seedy, backwater. It's not known for its safe air. It is definitely a grimy joint. The bartender, who you will have all been served by, has stood behind the bar, cleaning a dirty glass with a dirtier rag. Frequently he spits into the glass and looks across the room. The clientele are generally speaking grim, dark, shadowed criminals, by as far as you can tell. Some of you are here by, well, association, and some of you just didn't know. Please describe how your character would be within a tavern. We will again pass to my left.
My character, who you don't know, is called Dusk because I didn't make a mistake earlier. My character will be sitting very quietly, very reflectively in the corner, alone, with her head buried in a hood that covers half of her face because she really doesn't want to be involved with any of this nefarious activity.
My character is quite similarly sat alone, drinking from a gourd he brought with himself after seeing the state of the drinks that they are serving there, and he is pulling a small porcelain cup out and is occasionally just refilling it from his gourd, and every so often lifting a mask up and having a drink and pulling the mask back down and hiding his face.
Mine is very loudly having a conversation with a herbalist and telling him that he's full of rot and that he's not a real brewer of potions. Very, very angry and very, very belligerent.
I'm sitting at the bar, just on a stool with a cup in my hand and arm across my chest, just scanning the tavern.
Anything in particular you're looking for?
Nothing in particular, just because it's a seedy place. Just if anything sort of happens, I know where to go.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
I'm playing Magnus, and he's kobold. He's got his goggles on top of his head at the minute because it's dark in here. He doesn't need them outside, around here. He needs them outside in the bright sunlight. But he's wandering around. He's looking left and right. You right, Dave? Good job last night. Yep, we definitely went there. Excellent. And he saunters up to the bar. I'll have a pint, extra phlegm. He's clearly at home in this place.
Bartender would happily serve such a pint for the agreed price of 2 silver.
Pass it over. Really expensive, isn't it?
It's alright, I'll have it back later.
Joe.
I'm Shadow. I'll be in the light. So probably by the open fire if there is an open fire. And I'll be sat at a really small round table. And I'll have my coin pouch on the table with a deck of cards, and I'll be playing with them in my hand, just shuffling them, making do, trying to entice people to come over to play some cards.
One of the clientele is currently very inebriated and is loudly accusing someone else of cheating. How dare you! You think I'm here? You cheated, I know it.
So you're referring to me? Okay, that's all right.
What does he look like?
He is
Drunkard.
probably about 6'4", very, very muscular. He has got what looks like a wide-necked cloth shirt. He probably is he looks to be some kind of bouncer or enforcer,
Okay.
some kind. However, any further detail will require a perception check.
With the noise, I'll look over.
I'll just go.
So if anyone would like to do a perception check, because this is a loud event.
First roll of the campaign.
Yeah. First roll. Is it still a 1, Adrian? I can't believe it.
It's
I've got 2 nat 1s sat right there.
His
Dirty 20.
14.
76.
I didn't bother. I'm too busy having an argument.
Okay. So, I'm glad that your argument is. I'm glad that your argument is preceding the
Yeah.
important plot point.
Yeah, exactly.
I have it no other
I'm
way.
not paying attention. I'm arguing with someone.
By the way, we'll come to that briefly.
Okay.
The herbalist is going to be making some very good points.
Damn it. It's a herbalist.
So, the gentleman that is accusing is much larger than the accused, who seems to be a shorter, sort of svelte-looking wheeler-dealer sort of type. Greased hair, very much snake oil salesman by appearance. He's a human, and he is sort of wringing his hands and saying, no, there's no need for such unpleasantness. I'm sure there's... I'm not accusing you of cheating. No one's accusing anyone of cheating. Wait, hang on, is that what was said? Oh dear. Have you gotten confused? I know that I have. Trying to weasel his way out of the scenario, while also clearly inebriated. The bartender is showing no interest in dissolving such a scenario. It seems to be that this kind of thing is normal.
What about
Do we
the
know-
rest of the tavern?
Yeah.
People are
Everybody else looking at them? Or
People
just-
are watching, but more of a, if this breaks out into a full tavern fight, we're going to need to get involved because otherwise we're going to end up unconscious with glass in our hair.
Yeah.
So, yes.
I'll slowly walk over to the man that's slightly more inebriated, just put a quiet hand onto his shoulder and be like, "Friend, why don't you go and get yourself a drink at the bar on me?" And I'll pass him enough to buy him another ale and kind of point him towards the bar.
Diffusing the situation. Okay. Sorry, to clarify, the Weasley gentleman or the larger?
The larger gentleman.
Okay. So the larger gentleman sort of looks to you.
turn to the Weasley gentleman like, consider yourself saved, and walk off.
Before you have a chance to walk away. Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I only intended to make a little bit of money on the side. Understand, of course. I never would cheat, but I'd always play to my strengths rather than his.
Where is he sat? Are they in the centre of the room?
It's not the centre, but in terms of the scale of the room, it's at one of the booths around the edge.
Can I perceive his coin pouch?
You can see it. The Weasley gentleman.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can see it. It is quite full.
In response to what the gentleman said, I'll simply turn and go, maybe it's best if you pay off your tavern leave before harm comes to you.
Most certainly. I would almost definitely agree, sir. A noble, kind-hearted warrior you are.
Almost.
I'll most certainly be doing that. He makes his way to the bar at the far end to where the muscular gentleman was and leaves a pile of gold, waves to the barman, and then quietly leaves.
I'm going to go back to my seat and sit down and pour myself another drink.
Okay. So the herbalist that you are in discussion with is basically making points along the lines of, well, you see, it's very important that you understand that why would I waste ingredients when I can use what is effective?
Because you're a fraud and a charlatan. 1 part per million does not a potion make.
Homeopathic herbalist.
1 part per million is more than enough if taken over a prescribed time.
Which is, I suppose, until the coin of the person you're speaking to runs out, yes?
I would not deign to comment on such
Fraud and a charlatan then, of course.
I think that you are misattributing the quality of my treatment to the treatment that you may have received as a child, sir.
I pull a bottle off of my bandolier of bottles and I wave it in his face, basically saying, this will cure all the ills you would ever need, because it's actual full strength and not 1 part per million. But you wouldn't know that, would you? Because you're a fraud and a charlatan.
He looks at the bottle. May I?
Go on then.
Uncorks it. Much, much too strong.
Can't handle it, can you? Used to 1 part per million, of course.
He, I have no idea what you mean. The amount that I prescribe is healthy and safe.
Look, just because you can do magic, I don't care.
So, as you declare such, sparks fly and a massive eruption of light fills the room. It's almost like a flashbang has gone off.
How close to...
I'm sorry about that, I never quite got that under control.
The herbalist looks to you, is looking at you as it goes off, and she goes, "Rah, rah, I've been attacked! Help
And
me!"
so have all the rest of us.
What's that?
No.
He wants me to attack him.
The bartender. Did I just wiggle? I think my camera moved. So the bartender sees this go off, but is almost unfazed. Just kind of blinks, looks around the room. Bangs a glass on the bar 3 times. Dum, dum, dum. No fights, or I'll put an end to the lot of them.
I grab the bottle back off the guy and I'm like, look, see, your potions don't work. Mine, boom, neck it. Experimental elixir, please.
Certainly. Roll for it.
It's a 1.
You feel very healthy.
Yes, I feel very, very healthy indeed. See, I feel healthier than when I was born.
You feel indeed very healthy, and the herb says, "How does that prove anything?"
I can brew another one and show you. They have different effects, you see.
I do not trust this magic, and I do not think that you should either. Good day, sir. He stands up, doffs his hat in an almost passive-aggressive way.
It's not that, it's just skill.
As you says, walks away, pays his tab and leaves the bar. The larger gentleman that was ready to start a brawl has returned to the table that he was at and is looking amongst the patrons, looking for someone to challenge to a game. He would see you. Come over.
You come over to me.
Fancy a game?
What's your poison?
Wherever you play.
Well, I'm playing dragons.
I ain't never played dragons.
Well, you see, there's 12 cards here. You only need 2 of them to win.
Alright.
And as I'm shuffling, I'll flip the cards up which he needs, and then flick them back in.
Okay.
And then say, how much do you want to bet?
Takes out what's left of his coin purse, puts it on the table. Everything I got.
And how much is?
Pours it out. It looks like about 30 gold.
Okay. I'll put 30 gold on the table, and I'll shuffle up, but I want to sleight-handed so he wins.
By all means, roll.
The very best tradition of cards.
How do you want to do it?
Roll your sleight hand.
I'm guessing that's not positive.
It's 5?
I would have this go no other way.
How drunk are you at this time?
I don't drink.
How can we have rolled 4 1s in a row?
I rolled one on a d6, so that's not too bad.
You go to jail.
So, he looks to you as you're doing it. What's this? What part of the game's that? You're moving cards.
It's called shuffling.
Roll a deception check.
Yeah, I was going to say that needs a deception check.
Wait for the next one.
14?
Oh, thank God for that.
There's a 1 in it.
There is a 1 in it.
There is.
There's a 1 in quite a lot of the results. So, he looks at you and, oh, alright. So when you deal out the cards, you ensure that he wins.
Yes.
He turns around. Why? I'll be taking him. Let's go for another. 60 all in. Worked last time.
Might work again. Let's go again. I'll rig it so he wins again. It's a 10.
Are you not going to shuffle them like you did before? You said that was part of the shuffling. I didn't say it.
I'll do it again, the same way as I failed last time.
Hang on. If you keep doing it that way, I'm never going to win.
But you win.
But you did it different.
But you won.
But you won. Just trying to think what it will fall under.
Deception, normal.
Yeah, I don't know if it was going to be deception or performance though. To try and do it the same way.
That would be sleight of hand again.
Sleight of hand again.
If you're aiming to do it, you want a higher roll this one.
21.
Not that big.
Not bad.
So, with a 21, he looks at you and goes, "Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, like how you did it before. That makes sense." Turns around. "I won again. Look at that."
See, your luck's turned round.
It has. Well, thank you very much. I think I'll quit while I'm ahead.
It doesn't work like that. You got to play all three.
Oh, is it free?
Yes.
Oh, then I'll stay for another.
Very well. I'm going to now deal it the same way as I did before, but rig it so I win.
Once again, sleight of hand.
This time it's 11.
He looks at it, he sees that you're doing it.
Yeah.
Didn't you? No, you said this is right. Yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah, sorry. I'm still learning.
It's alright. It's dragons. And then, yeah, I'll deal it so I win.
Wow, I ain't win that time. And that's the last one.
It is.
All my money. Oh.
Here, have a drink and I'll flick him 2 gold.
He reaches across the table and grabs you by the scruff. He's pulling, like, scruff your shirt.
How tall is this guy?
Like 6'4". I know.
High elf, sorry, not half elf.
He's pulls you slightly across. Let's play again. We'll have some fun.
But you've got nothing to play with.
I've got something to play with. Your life. About an inch from your face.
Do we all notice this?
It's quite loud. He's not quiet, man.
I'm gonna.
Can I do an intimidation to get him out of my face?
You can try.
So I've finally noticed that there's something going on. Rolling a perception check, is a 14 enough for me?
Oh, yeah,
What's going on?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. I'm still at the bar just going,
The Michael Jackson popcorn gift.
Yeah. Ooh. What's going on over there then? Not very good.
What did you get?
7.
No.
So Magnus is going to look at the barkeeper. I saw this one, mate.
Thanks, Magnus.
I'm just gonna
Start
spotting this while he's doing it. I'm just gonna kind of internally, just kind of just sigh and just go then just leave it. Like, I've already dealt with one situation. I'm not gonna deal with it the second time.
So he's going to pull out his rapier as he walks over. And this little 3-foot kobold is going to go up behind this 6-foot man. And he's going to put his rapier up where it shouldn't be.
Tickle his testicles.
And just look up at him and go, I think you should let him go. And just prod ever so gently. Readying an action to push.
So, what do you care, half pint?
Half pint. Prod a little bit harder.
He lets go.
I was going to say, because he's about to get a nut in.
Which one?
Well, I was about to headbutt him.
Right. Now, how about you stop being a typical big bloke and go home? And I'll just slowly push the rapier so that he's kind of being prodded backwards.
Being guided.
Exactly. Guided with extreme prejudice.
Yeah. He follows directions. He seems to be let's put it this way, compliant, given what's on the line. If I've got, if my boys was here, he's grumbling to himself as he walks away.
I add 60 gold pieces to my pouch.
That you do, sir. That you do.
And then
Before
I'm
you,
gonna.
before you add that 60,
Yeah.
I believe you owe me a slight cut there, mate.
I thought you was giving him the cut.
Not yet. As I wave the rapier in your face. Not quite in your face, but close enough that you get the message that it would be a bad idea not to cut me in.
Do you fancy sitting down playing a game?
I might be a kobold, but I ain't that bloody stupid.
Oh, very well. I'll give him 5 gold pieces.
Yeah, I do. See you around, mate. Shoot the rapier, go back to me drinking.
So,
Clean the rapier, I hope.
That rounded down to a nice figure.
I'm a kobold. A filthy little bugger.
While I'm sat down, I'm gonna kind of silently mutter to myself in Infernal, like I'm kind of very silently trying to speak to someone. On the off chance anyone near me may hear me speaking the language or anything.
roll for a perception check. Everyone who is so Magnus, Shadow, and
I speak in
and Dusk. Please roll it.
So what language was it?
It's perception. It doesn't matter if you speak it. It's just hearing.
13 plus 3 is 16.
That was cocked on a 1. I just tapped it and just dropped back. 16.
16.
I hear nothing. It's at 5.
Death, as opposed.
16.
16.
Ringing of gold in your ears.
So, with
I'm too busy picking up my coins off the table.
with your 16,
Mm-hmm.
you hear that someone is speaking Infernal nearby. You don't know who to, but someone is, and it's very close to you. You don't know who it is either. But you can hear it. At which point, can I have an Arcana check from everyone who is capable of casting spells?
10. I am decidedly average yet again.
Yeah. By design.
Yep.
16. 16.
24!
Thank you for the preamble alarm for that, Charlie. Very, very good.
So
very well played. Impressive vocal skill there.
Yeah.
Don't actually know what made that sound.
I don't know what it made
It's
Something
either.
on the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah, no, I know, it's 0.
So, anyone who got
Dirty 20.
anyone who got 17 or more
Yeah.
is distinctly aware that some form of conjuration magic just happened, and a small whiff, just a tiny hint of brimstone as a smell fills the room.
I'm gonna do that. Can I roll a perception to try and single in on, in particular, where it is? So that's a dirty 20 again for perception.
So,
That's a smell I recognise.
underneath your table,
I'm gonna, at that point, just look under.
a closet in a waistcoat with a monocle and a top hat is stood in the corner. Hello, sir. What can I help you with today?
Is this an Inferno or a common?
In fact,
I'm gonna
it's also
just simply tell him, like, you can tell him he doesn't need to keep an eye on me. I'll retrieve it when I need it.
I will tell him whether he agrees or not is a separate issue, sir. The closet tips his hat and then disappears. And then another faint puff of brimstone.
Just gonna kind of go up and kind of have a quick glance around to.
You can see that some people have noticed that there's a
At
change.
which point the hood goes down and you see the horns.
And I'm standing.
I'm gonna slowly get up and go to start to walk towards the door. Of which, when I stand up, anyone that notices me will spot the violet kimono with the cherry blossoms, and I have a katana and a wakizashi on my left side, and proceed to start to slowly walk towards the door, leaving some coins on the table, and just kind of acknowledge to the barkeep that I've left the tip there, and begin to walk.
From left of frame, a man with a bandolier full of bottles appears next to you and goes, "Greetings, my friend. Can I introduce you to some of Malcador's marvellous medicaments?" Those marvellous medicaments known to man and all other races.
Maybe some other time, good sir. I have business to attend to.
I trust you, it's not herbalism, it's proper stuff. Alchemy.
I think you shouldn't leave yet, sir.
Sit down, talk me through what you would need, some of my wares.
You sound like you're about to go hustling.
I'm going to slowly sit back down the seat as I've been surrounded. And kind of as I'm going down, I'm kind of slowly I'm kind of slowly pushing the sword out, almost like if someone goes, like, it's rather defensive, it's more like very much like not used to being spoken into such a way of this, and it's more of a defensive, like, is this person trying to attack me? Am I going to have to chop the head off?
Sit with me.
Is this kind of almost that you're kind of walking to the door and you're being accosted from two sides?
Yes. And I've kind of just slowly gone back and sat on the nearest
At which
seat.
point, you've got my attention now.
I think you should sit with me.
I've literally sat
How
the
many people
nearest
are
seat
in the
behind.
tavern, by the way?
Alright.
Good sir, then, why don't you show me your wares and see if any of them interest me?
Of course, I do not traffic in tawdry magic.
Once again, a massive flashbang explosion goes off.
You hear from the bar, just
Fucking stop it. But I do traffic in potions most rare and that work rather nicely.
Long, you bugger.
Do you wish to confound your enemies by causing them to slip, for I have a potion for this? Do you wish to confound your enemies by making them regret the day that they ever crossed you, for I have a potion for that? I have anything that you could desire. I can even brew you a specific one.
I'll kind of gesture for you to come closer so I can speak directly into your ear so no one hears it. Like, come closer, sir.
Yeah.
What about the killing of demons? Do you have one that would aid me in that?
Quite possibly. He sort of rifles through, there's a little satchel inside, rifles through the satchel and pulls out a very tiny little vial that is about probably the size of your little finger and goes, well, this is quite good at that sort of thing. Can't guarantee it'll kill a demon, but it might give him a very bad headache.
Here. Is it me or are they talking about killing stuff?
It sounds that way.
They're talking about killing demons.
There's nothing particular about that as a sentiment that would be alien to this setting.
But there's a demon sat at the table.
I've never killed a demon before.
I'm kind of...
Tiefling.
Half demon, please.
But still demon.
He appears not to be interested in my kind of magic.
Is
Can
half
we
enough
have
good
your
enough?
acquaintance each other at the same table?
We're not at the same table, but I know I.
She's near.
Quick GM question. Can we assume that I have 3 experimental elixirs
Yes.
just prepared?
Right.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn around and just say to you, like, if you can prove its value.
Of course, neck. It's another 1.
You feel ecstatically happy, sir. Ecstatic.
I was so hoping you were going to drop down dead suddenly.
Casts.
You see, I had a hangover and it's gone.
Oh, I can cast.
Malcador's marvellous medicants.
Yes, but unfortunately, you no longer have one to sell me.
Ah, but wait, there's more. And I produced literally another vial of the same size, just sleight of hand from seemingly nowhere.
Perception. Just,
Roll sleight of hand and perception.
It's a 4! You clearly saw where I got it from.
well, that's it's a 12. Yeah, perception.
So what happens there is that he flourishes one of his wrists and then flicks it out of a pocket with his other hand, flicks it up and catches it as he's flourishing and shows you it. It's very skillfully done, but it's quite obvious that he's done it.
Snake.
Try it for yourself if you like. On the house.
Why would you go upstairs to try it? It's a bit weird.
Does the elixir need to be ingested, or simply touching, say, the skin of a creature, would it affect
Hey,
them?
you could rub it into your hands if you so. I could make it as a cream. Not many people want it as a cream. They usually just want to neck it. But
I'll take the elixir and I'll apply some of it and then just kind of put the hand in the kimono and kind of rub on the left top part of the arm, very hidden to the point where, yes, it's people see that I'm rubbing it.
it is. That is a 6.
Uh-oh.
So.
I fucking love this class.
Are you familiar with the effects of the Alter Self spell?
No.
Okay, so you're going to grow some gills, and your fingers are now webbed.
Oh, no.
For how long?
You are uncertain.
You see, now if you were swimming, that'd be really useful.
In Infernal, I did warn you.
Well, you are in the right place to drink like a fish.
See, there we go. This man gets it.
I'm not a man.
This kobold gets it.
That's right. It's better.
It was general, being general.
I'm not a general either.
Good to know.
Okay.
Really? So,
I'll just to him say, they clearly work.
They do. Thank you. It's the see if it was a herbalist, you'd feel nothing, and they'd charge you about 20 gold for the privilege. Whereas me, for free, obviously the next one's going to cost you 10, but this one's free. You know, you can sample the merchandise before you buy some more.
And then I'll just simply say, I'll think about it.
can I have a constitution check from you?
Or just straight constitution.
Yes, please.
You know,
Of course, that's a 6 at the moment.
So, it is starting to itch a little bit, but not like it's hurting you, but more like, well, I could go for another one of them. That's quite good. That felt good.
Oh god, how you're addicted. It's like day magic.
Drugs. How you go from there is up to you, my friend. But that's what it. That's how you do it.
I'll assume, as I said, I'll think about it beforehand. As I start to walk away is when I start feeling that.
So, upon you reaching the doorway, I presume.
Kind of being a bit like,
Yeah. when you open it, I need everyone to make a perception check.
Any advantages for me?
You will have an advantage.
Cool, that's good for me because that stops it being a nat 1.
Oh god.
11.
16.
21.
14, even though I'm directly at the door.
I'm so impressed I managed to sell something that I'm not paying any attention to the world.
No, you gave away a free sample. You haven't sold anything or made any.
Yes, but you'll come back. I know you will.
You know
It
what?
is part of the
I
potion.
love his
You go
sales
back.
tactic. I
Yeah.
wish others would do more like that. You know, let you sample the goods for free, especially the brothel down the road.
That'd be really nice.
Yeah.
So anyone who got 12 or more,
Yep.
as the door opens, you hear a cacophonous rush of, in fact, 8 or more, I'd say actually. This cacophonous woof of flame, and
In
coming towards you. Yeah. Eek. Dexterity saving throw, please.
So we perceive fire.
9.
So a wave of flame
Kind of.
washes over you.
Yeah.
You're going to take half damage from your inheritance, but you still take some damage, sir. So a sum total of 7 damage. So not a lot, but you take your 7 and are basically knocked backwards into the room. I would say roll for initiative. So,
Looks like they're looking at the floors.
Yeah, I'm sniggering.
I've just
Quietly.
decided the average.
I think
What's
they're
that?
looking
10.
at the floor, and he's under the floor.
so
7, no, 8. It's all very bad.
14. I mean, it was a 15, but I get -1, unfortunately.
6.
Yes, I wasn't bad.
Somebody beat me.
Come in. 11.
Come on, elf boy.
15.
okay.
So basically, my -1 is what's... Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Gotta love those high
Did you
initiatives.
speak code?
No, I speak.
It was just yip.
Oh.
Thieves count.
No,
so
common and Elvish Nork. Carry on.
outside, you can see a large figure. Like, we're not talking 6'4", we're talking probably 7 or 8 foot tall. 4 or 5 feet wide, very, very muscular.
Demonic or anything in there?
No, not demonic, just
Big.
big, humanoid, quite a large pot belly. But you can see that they are more muscle than fat. Wearing a loincloth, massive tusks on one head. On the other one, a singular eye and very, very neatly arranged teeth. Go on, get him. Yes. Souls, says one of the heads. You're not entirely certain if it's actually attached. It appears to be almost spectral, almost parasitic. But the figure before you is an ogre with some kind of parasitic shadow. So first in the order is he. And his first action will be to come into the building by force. So he's basically going to barrel towards you and puts his arms inside the doorway and just pushes his way through. It is not an elegant solution.
No.
Gets to where you are
Mhm.
and reaches down towards you, is going to grab you. So it's going to be a grapple, so I need you to do a contested strength check with the gentleman. Gentleman is able, I suppose. It's probably not accurate, but
21.
you have indeed beaten him. Quite impressive, in fact. So this one large hand is coming down towards you.
And just like squeezing the hand, like
Cool.
hoping there's like a bunch of like cracking bones in it.
Okay. You know what? Sure, because you beat him by so much, roll a d6.
That's only going to be 2.
You've only broken 2 of his fingers rather than all 5.
He goes, oh, please, he hurt me. The shadow on his shoulder, who is wearing, it looks to be, upon looking closer, it's a very small figure.
Are they separate then?
Yes.
Mhm.
Okay. But it is like latched onto him. It's like holding on. And it goes,
Yes, yes. Use it. Hurt him back.
that is the end of his turn. He has failed to grab you. Right, it's Shadow's turn.
I am going to loose an arrow at it
Okay.
because this thing doesn't look nice. Does a 23 hit?
Probably.
Double check.
Let me just check.
Yeah.
Check.
Yes.
Wicked.
We are level 3.
I am firing the shadow arrow at it.
Okay.
Can you do a wisdom saving throw? DC 13.
Oh, he cannot.
Good.
Oh no, yeah, that's a fail. That's a meaty fail.
He's a meaty boy and he's now unable to see anything further away than 5 feet.
Wonderful.
And he takes 14 points of piercing damage.
Stop.
Sorry. 8 piercing and 7 physic.
Psychic.
Psychic. Psychic damage.
We got
There we go.
Physics.
physics damage, the worst kind.
It's taking physics damage. I'm going to tally it loads of facts.
Make him do algebra.
Yeah.
That's
definitely
one on
something.
me.
Yeah.
So,
And then I believe that is me done. I will back up as far as I can.
okay. There's probably about 15 feet backwards that you can move without like
What's the
losing.
what's
loads
like
of-
what's the people in like behind the bar and everything? How was that looking?
The barkeep will act when it comes to his turn.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, to be fair, I probably won't be able to reach. No, I probably could reach, but I probably won't fit on the bar. I was gonna stand on it, but I don't think the ceilings are high enough in here for that.
No, it's definitely
So-
dingy joint.
Get as back as I can to the bar.
That's fine. So, will that be all?
Yep.
Rainbow.
Going to draw my katana and I'm going to go to slice his right hand off.
Okay. A bold play.
18 to hit,
A hit,
and that is going to be 7 points of damage.
certainly. Again, it's not like you're going to cut clean through, but you've injured his hand further, and he kind of, as it bites in, he's going to use his reaction to basically bend his hand round and grab you where you're holding where you're holding your sword. So that'll be a grapple check again.
19.
Once again, 5.
And with my bonus action, directly where the other sword is, I'm going to bring the Wakizashi down to basically follow the cut to try and cut it clean through.
Okay.
And that is going to be another 18
So hit.
for 8 points of damage.
Okay. 8 points of damage. Again, you haven't cut clean through, but you have done severe damage to the joint. He's probably going to have disadvantage with that hand. So, as you've cut into it, you go, the meaty man hurt me again.
Yes. Yes. Good. Hurt him back.
Will that be the end of
I'd say as the second cut was coming in and the first, I've not been looking at the ogre, I've been looking at the source of the on his shoulder the entire time the swings have been done.
Okay. There's nothing particularly you notice. It's just kind of a almost ethereal figure. Magnus.
I'm gonna focus on it, and I'm gonna steady my aim to get advantage. And I'm also gonna loose an arrow straight into the back of his neck if I can.
Okay.
Yeah. 15.
Is a hit.
Excellent.
Are you aiming at the large creature or the small one?
The ogre, big one thing. 10.
10 points of
10
damage.
points of damage.
As the arrow impacts the back of his neck, he doesn't drop, but he kind of goes,
And I'm gonna call out, no fighting in the pub.
the barkeep, whose turn immediately follows you. Oh. Yeah, he's right. No fighting in the pub. Pulls out a bottle and just throws it at his head.
Get him up.
If you have,
Bottle hits him square on the head.
Nice shot.
Smashes to pieces, glass everywhere.
Just remember he can't see 5 foot away.
It's the advantage.
No.
And glass going everywhere. He, the ogre. He collapses forwards. The shadowy, separate figure dislodges with a wail.
There's a whale too.
What sort of language is this in? Common? Or?
It's common, but it's very angry, very ethereal is definitely the word. And it looks like it's very low to the ground. It's almost circular, and it looks around, and then the cloak that it was wreathed in, this shadowy darkness, seems to dissipate, and you can see clearly that it is some form of beholder-adjacent creature. It appears to be a spectator, which is a small green creature with one large eye and 4 small eye stalks that end in smaller eyes. Spectators are the servants of beholders. Before, you couldn't see its eyes because it had sort of used them to control. It embedded them into the ogre. Next in the order is Nalcador.
I see the barkeep throw a glass vial across the room, and I'm like, yes, that's a good idea. Another glass vial comes off of the bandolier and is chucked full force at, probably would have been at the ogre, but hopefully at the small thing that is now on the ground next to the ogre.
So, roll for it.
Would be a 19.
That is a hit.
Super duper. For 7 points of damage.
Okay, thank you very much. As the glass vial shatters on the ogre's body, the contents basically rain down over the spectator where it has landed at the floor. It kind of starts, it's just hovering up, and then the contents end up covering it. And it kind of looks around and like it's swiveling, trying to find where that came from, but it's still blinded. So
Hey, hold on. What's blinded?
the spectator is blinded as well
Were they as classed as one creature then?
at the time. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Wicked. Didn't know that.
You learn something new every day, man. So the spectator is blinded and now has glass and the contents of the vial covering it. Will that be all, sir?
Yes.
Okay. Dusk.
I shall cast command. I'm informing you of what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Okay. So the one word command is return
Okay.
to the spectator.
Okay. I believe I'm to make a saving throw.
You are?
Wisdom save.
It's for the next turn though.
This is your turn.
No, his next turn. If he fails,
That's what he does.
it takes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. So he definitely fails.
Excellent.
But unfortunately is unable to act on his command until his turn.
Yeah, that's fine. It means he won't be going away anymore either.
Is that the end of the turn?
I'm going to prepare.
So having taken your action, your
This
reaction.
is my bonus action.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm going to prepare.
Can't prepare a spell.
You can't.
His command was a spell.
Sorry, I'm getting confused again.
That's all right.
Right, okay, in that case my action is just to stay out of his way and wait for him to obey me.
Cool. Riku.
Okay, yes, I see all of this happening. I stepped down from my seat, put my drink down, and seeing how you talk to it, I then take out my long sword, step up and take a swing at it.
Certainly.
Do I have advantage?
Yeah, it's blind.
It's blinded.
It's not that great. 8 to hit.
Unfortunately on this.
That's a miss. I think that's all I can do at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, still struggling with fighting on the ground.
Mm, you'll get there.
So, back to the top of the order. The spectator
They're no longer blind.
is no longer.
Oh, wait.
I believe.
Oh,
that's
it's my turn.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It has to go to your next turn.
Yeah.
Um,
They are still blind, sorry.
So the spectator wildly spins around and is trying to see something.
Mhm.
And after a few moments of spinning, it stops, and then it seems to have stopped facing.
I'm right at the back, right next to the bar.
It has stopped facing you.
Alright.
I rolled one.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because it's like line of sight?
Yeah, no, it's all in line of sight. It's all one room.
Okay.
So, when it's looking at you, you can see its eye is starting to glaze over,
Mm-hmm.
and this kind of fog is filling it.
Mm-hmm.
After a few seconds, the shadows that you have imbued into it to blind it are expelled and fly towards you like daggers. Can I have a dexterity saving throw from you?
No.
That's well, take the damage.
No.
So your choices.
Oh, actually, you can. It's not that bad. I thought it was actually, yeah, it's still bad. 7.
7 points. So 7 points of damage. It is indeed 7 points of damage.
Oh, to me. Sorry.
Yeah. Coincidentally, it's 7.
That's fine. Ooh, that roll. Does that make it my go?
Does indeed.
And it's like right in front of me.
Oh no, it didn't fly towards you. It was a ranged spell. It was ranged.
Oh, okay.
Flung them towards you.
Oh, okay.
It can, however, see again.
Good. I'm going to shoot it again. Little twat. Oh, it's 10 to hit.
Unfortunately, a miss.
Good, because I'm going to go again. Action shots.
Okay.
18 to hit.
That's a hit.
Fuck yeah. It's had its go.
So sometimes
So it
there's
hasn't obeyed the command to leave. Okay.
It wasn't commanded to leave.
It wasn't commanded.
It
to
returned the
leave.
shadows to you.
Commanded to return, so it decided to do it in whatever way it saw fit.
It's almost like
I'm
it
gonna
doesn't
make it blind
want it to be
again.
easy.
I'm making it blind again.
So, well, you're going to try.
I'm going to try to. Wisdom saving throw 13, please.
It succeeds.
What? Get out.
Tell the DM to get out.
Can. Plus 4. What's that? Plus 4. That's 12. 12 damage.
12 damage. A
Got
serious number, sir.
Not
Considering
serious enough.
Will that be all?
Yeah, I think that'll be it actually. Yeah.
So,
Oh, just do that.
certainly.
Except for now, is an action, so.
Hang on.
So seeing where it is, I'm going to go for it. I'm
Cut
going
his head
to aim for one of the tentacles. I'm going to try and, with slashers, try and remove some of them. So I'm going to go for one of them first, say top left. So swinging the katana. That's going to be a 12.
That's a miss.
Go with Wakizashi. That's a bit better. That is going to be a 19.
That's a miss.
And that is 9 points of damage. And then I too will action surge to take another swing at it with my katana.
What fighters?
That is a 14.
To hit. Sorry, 14 to hit.
Yes.
That will miss. Sorry.
And then that'll be it.
Okay.
Nice and simple. Slash, 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 wiggly, wiggly, bugger.
Wiggly wiggly bugger. Magnus.
Steady aim again.
Okay.
Shoot this one right in the face.
And it is just a face, really.
Well, yeah. So wherever I get it, it's his face.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. 24 to hit.
Say that probably does.
Yeah, no. Hits.
Oh, yeah.
Have you gone to the complete other spectrum?
What I love about this game is the graph of the results.
What are the actual odds of rolling 3 1s?
Very, very, very low.
Yeah.
Low enough to be statistically significant.
Do you know what? It's
But
giving
it
you,
takes 6 damage anyway.
it's giving you the exact number of kobolds you need to fill out a trench coat.
Oh, I need some friends. And a trench coat.
Yeah, you do.
So, will that be all, sir?
Yeah.
At this point, it is the barkeep's turn. The barkeep looks at the spectator and is going, haven't seen one of them before. Pulls out another bottle and throws it at it. He's behind the bar. You know, it's like...
He must be a master of bottle damage.
Oh no, he's very proficient
Yeah.
at exclusively throwing bottles.
Yeah.
It's a very unique skill set. He unfortunately misses. The bottle goes careening past the spectator and smashes against one of the walls.
What was it you were saying about being proficient?
He's very good at it, but sometimes that one's an that one.
Yeah, tell me about it.
The bottle smashes against the wall, and he's like, "Oh, that was a really good red. Oh, wrong bottle. Oh well." Malkador.
From a pocket, another vial is produced. It is swilled. And based on the direction of the swill is whether Malkador is deciding to throw it or not. And he goes, no. Pocket, other pocket, yes! Lob.
Certainly. Roll for it.
Oh, that's a miss. That's definitely a miss. That is a 9.
Yeah, no, I'm afraid
Should have
not.
thrown the other one.
So as that's careening through the air, what would the contents be, would you say?
That was just like a standard, like,
Fireball.
just a caustic bit of crap. Not a caustic brew, just a standard, like,
Yeah.
throwing of things.
Just slightly acidic, flies towards him, misses him, careens towards the barkeep.
Oh no.
Barkeep goes, "Ah," dives out of the way, smashes against one of his shelves behind him, acid dripping down his shelf.
Sorry, I'll pay for that.
You're alright, you bloody well. Dusk.
Dusk is fed up with trying to be obtuse now. So Dusk is going to cast Guiding Bolt
Certainly.
at Spectator.
I believe that is indeed a spell you can cast.
It is.
Roll your d20.
I'm going to.
Green spell attack.
Oh. However,
Have you just rolled a 1?
no, I've rolled a 4.
9.
So it's 9.
Did she hit it? 9.
Definitely a miss, unfortunately.
Dusk is getting rather pissed off. It has to be said.
Somebody
Nothing
needs a hug.
works.
Stop it. Right. Riku.
Again, just gonna try and slash at it with my long sword.
Go for it. It is no longer flying.
That is 16 to hit.
That is a hit.
Yes. I forgot to declare it, but I was going to go two-handed, but I'll just go one-handed if I forgot to declare. But I will put Divine Smite into it.
Certainly.
So that's 1d8 plus 2 for the sword, and then it's 2d8, is it?
It is indeed.
So that's 3d8 plus...
Don't roll the DM style if you cursed or if you do that.
Nice. 15... 17 points of damage.
17 points of damage.
Yeah, and I think the Divine Smite is radiant damage.
It isn't.
Just
However, I'll be honest with you, the type is irrelevant when it dies. So, as you cleave into it, how do you want it to die? What's going to happen, do you think?
It's going to pop, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's going to go all over Rugby.
So, spectator eye juice explodes out of this thing everywhere.
Yeah.
It is, bear in mind, about this big. So what's going to happen there is that it just, that's one whole eye, just that. So eye viscera everywhere. There is one, like a part of it is just the lens. It is quite clearly very much different texture to the rest of it. It's quite grim.
Malkador has a funnel and is trying to collect some of it as it falls out of the sky into a vial.
Roll a luck check. Something I lovingly call
Ooh.
roll a d20. See what it is.
It's a 14.
You get
A little bit.
a little bit, not a massive amount, but some.
So has it gone all over us?
Oh yeah, that covered it.
Oh,
So,
where are they?
I see him collecting it. You want some more?
Yes, put it in the bottle. Put it in the bottle.
What's it for?
Just squeeze it in there. That's for me to know and for you to potentially find out in the future.
I'm just going to stand there and assume at some point he just comes along and he just starts ringing my kimono like, don't mind me, kind of thing.
Yes, it's that. And it's also can I interest anyone in some healing potions at this trying time?
It's a bit odd.
He's really weird.
Yeah.
Second word.
I'm just going to kind of look at
Cool.
the
I
ogre and investigate him
relax.
a little bit to see around where the thing had latched on and kind of just investigate that in particular.
So the ogre's body. Can I have an investigation check from whoever wants to look?
Yeah, why not?
Oh,
18.
Maybe not.
18.
12.
A 12.
17.
13.
1!
He is very busy with the eye juice.
I am at this moment
It's called-
scooping up eye juice and going to the bartender. Don't worry, I've got something for that. I'm preparing another flask that I'm going to throw behind the bar to repair the damage from the previous flask.
Eye juice is called humour.
When it's in humans, yes.
No. Okay.
It's called spectator in spectators.
Spuma.
Indeed. That's definitely what it's called.
Scoop.
So, the if you got 14 or more,
Yes.
you can see on its shoulder where the creature was latched, there is 4 distinct circular indents that seem to be where its tentacles have attached. They are almost chunks of flesh that are missing, and from each of those circles, where there is a chunk missing, there are these like blackened lines coming out, curving across it, like seem to be like its veins of this black ichor.
Can I call over the potion man
I'm going to cut a bit of it off.
before he cuts it?
Okay.
Yes, it's customer. What do you want to buy?
Nothing. What's this? And I'll just point at this ogre.
It's an ogre.
No, the thing on its shoulder. Can I have a closer look?
Yes, it looks like an ogre to me.
Once
Black
you are close
circles.
enough, he is pointing it out. You can see.
Oh, ogre bits? I don't know.
Ah.
Can I do a nature check to see, like, if I know what type of ogre this is, but not necessarily anything else? No, I don't. It's a 1. I know nothing. I know it's an ogre. That's about it.
This useless person.
This map ain't very useful.
You roll. I've got information for him. It's an ogre.
Yeah.
Cool.
What do you need me to go for, like, cutting out? Like, I'm just trying to get a...
Go for Slayer.
You have to choose some kind of minus in, don't you?
Yes.
It's only going to be an 8.
So you take a clumsy chunk out of this thing, but it is clearly you can see one of the black lines.
Okay, that's literally, I'm just trying to get enough. And then it's going to kind of disappear off and...
Drink
Could I
it.
potentially summon something to take it to someone to get it looked at?
I'm assuming the corpse is now bleeding.
Oh yeah,
Collecting that blood in a separate vial.
the blood that's coming out appears to be blackened and like sickened.
Ooh, yes, the best kind.
Can I ask the bartender? Have you got any cloths or anything? Because I'm drenched here.
He has you.
Saving your bar.
He hands you a dirty rag
And
that he
even-
was using to clean a dirty glass.
Yeah, it's fine. At this moment, I'll get the ichor and everything off my face and my breastplate,
So,
and then
So-
hand it back to him, all dirty.
he starts cleaning the glass with his hand. Look, this is a grim bar.
I might be having
Nice.
bottles from that one.
I'm not even sure I'd drink from that glass.
I can help you with drinks.
Oh dear.
Does anyone know what they were after?
At this point, I'm going to,
Him.
after I do the bit, I'm going to walk
Him.
over and go, I'll have a health potion if you're offering it.
The one who's in the dressing.
Kind of, as I do it, like there's a little bit of scratching going on.
Yes, of course. I am out of experimental elixirs, so I'm going to very quickly brew one. Because I'm going to... does it burn a spell slot?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going to very quickly brew one up. I'm going to put a little bit of the troll bile in, and a little bit of the other stuff I've collected in, and I give it to you. That'll be 10 gold.
I'm not sure that would heal.
We're going to find out.
Yeah.
Yes, we're going to find out whether it has that effect.
Am I rolling or?
It's one. It's actually a healing potion for a change. It has the effect it's supposed to.
We've lost it.
Which is how much?
It is 2d4 plus 3.
Please don't mind the absence of Charlie. He's run out of little bottles to go in
That's
under the
it.
table. He'll be back.
Cool, I'm back to everything but 1 point.
Does anyone have a pencil? Because I've come without one.
I've got one.
Thank you very much.
As I'm drinking it, I'm just going to disappear for a moment, scratching the itch.
We are clearly very prepared. If you have seen our break screen, you know it.
Yes.
We are very prepared. Don't pay any attention to any such things. It's fine. So, once you've finished collecting the various parts of these creatures, you strange man, the bartender is comes over and looks amongst you all.
Don't worry, I'll fix the damage. And I literally just hoik a vial over my shoulder where the damage was before, and hope that it helps.
Do you have the mending cantrip?
No.
And it's not going to.
Is this one fire?
Is it just paint to cover up all the damage?
Yes.
It's just some form of sticky substance. It's just
It's a vial of glue, and I've just thrown a vial of glue over my shoulder and
You're
put my shell
glue-petering
back
it.
together.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here's a bar I made earlier.
Yeah.
So, bit of sticky back.
If he wants me to pay for the damage, I will ask Malcador to pay for the damage.
Sure. He was going to say thank you for helping me. I would like for the damage to be paid for in the form of work.
That we could do, or at least that I can do.
You all contributed to the damage. There's tables that have got chips in.
Those chips are already there.
No, they weren't.
The fight's not even come into the bar. It's at the front door. He has actually blown up behind the bar.
No, I glued it back together, so it's fine.
But have you replaced the drinks?
I can, given sufficient time.
How much for the drinks?
It's less about money and about the sentimental value that those bottles had, you see. That each of them, you might have noticed before, were empty. Were
So, nothing? Because you just said they were empty, so they're just bottles.
each of those bottles were a job me and my crew used to do.
Oh, sentimentality. Worst kind of crime.
They're just bottles.
Look, if you're willing to pay off your debt to me, we can come to an arrangement.
Or we could just trash the joint.
I can assure you, you definitely can.
That little guy over there points at Magnus. Seems to be the bouncer around here.
Magnus is an old chum. But if you're looking for the bouncer, you ain't seen him yet.
Oh, he's no good, really, if you just let this happen.
Bouncers away. But trust me, he'll be here if I need him.
Cool, I'll get
Little
off
things
your
like
help.
that I can. What was that, sorry?
I was going to start walking out.
As you walk towards the door,
Yeah.
you get this horrible sense that there's someone behind you. You can look around.
I'm going to look around. As I'm looking around, I'm looking downwards because I would assume it's this one.
When
With
you,
rapier up one.
when you look down
Me.
around behind you, you can see nothing. You look up, there is nothing. But you know there's something there, you can feel it.
Can I do an arcana?
It would be a perception check. Everyone else can also make a perception
13?
check.
Oh,
Another one.
You need new dice.
I do need new dice.
They still him upstairs.
So,
He's all from upstairs. Oh,
Maybe not from upstairs then.
I've donated, sir.
thank you. I have this. You'll find it out that I have this luck with dice because by
Sometimes it's
some
just good.
eldritch entity that it literally is just good or bad. It's never unless it's good, bad, or flat 10. It's never anything else.
distinctly average.
Yes, distinctly average.
A statistical baseline, if you will. It's either extreme or average, and therefore average.
Yes.
So, the perception check is... What was the result, sorry? For you? For
Because I forgot it's now 21.
I had also forgotten, so we'll go with 21. So, what you're looking at is not quite there. It's almost like it's only there when you look at it from a certain angle. It appears to be vaguely humanoid. Vaguely. And when you look at different angles and different ways, it looks to be almost not quite entirely human. It's... Don't mind the hunch that came across the screen. It was nothing.
The Hunch. That's a good nickname.
Got a hunch. I missed
Yeah.
something.
The not entirely human thing is so alien. It's so hard to describe. It's sort of human shaped, but it looks to be made of pieces rather than flesh. Is it demon? Not strictly. No.
Do I notice this after I've gone?
I will ignore it.
Roll a perception check. As you're trying to walk away from it to go towards the door, you feel a hand touch your shoulder. It is ice cold. When you look down at it, it's like we're talking finger, 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 finger. It is huge. It grabs you and pulls backwards. You feel yourself fly. At which point, this disjointed voice echoes through the room. Obey. At which point, the bartender looks around and goes, "You heard him. Do some work for me."
Have you tried to cast anything on me?
What's the kind of work that you're wanting us to do?
Well, you've proved yourselves quite efficient at violence. I think therefore violence should be the work you do.
I don't know what you're on about.
Don't lie to me, you little scumbag, I know you.
You know me too well, Steve.
His name's Marcus, for sure.
He's definitely Steve.
He looks at you and goes, "Whatever."
He's got a name badge.
Yeah, he does.
How do you not?
I'm proficient in belligerence.
Yes, you definitely are, Adrian.
So what is it you need?
What work do you need us to do?
I'm fairly certain. Sorry, that was the wrong voice. Don't look back. I'm fairly certain that you're all very capable individuals, and as such, you won't have any troubles dealing with. Particularly dealing with Danny Dyer. Hang on. There's this guy I know. Actually, it's Manny Myers. He's a scumbag. No. So,
This is all Malcolm's fault, you know.
he looks amongst you as and is like, it's basically like, look, you can do the work. Where the sort of thing you're aiming to do is come out the other side where there were less people now than there were before in a building, you know?
I see.
You want us to evict people? We can do that, not a problem.
No,
Evict.
it's not about
That's a word.
eviction.
Evict. Give them ruby necklaces.
It's time for a party.
Indeed. A time for a party. So, I think you can arrange a translation.
We want someone dead.
Quite a few people. And they're going to be at the docks.
So they're definitely scumbags then.
In a warehouse.
Oh, the worst kind.
Some of them might be larger gentlemen.
Most are.
Well, than you, yeah. Larger gentlemen like...
Just speak frankly, sir. Tell us what you want us to do.
He's not Frank, he's Steve.
Still definitely Mark.
It's Marcus. Tell us what the people are and what you need us to do, please.
There's a couple of goblinoid fellas, hobgoblins, bugbears, etc.
Filthy kind.
Mercantile gentlemen
Oh,
Okay,
worst.
so they're traders.
who have cheated me out of some money,
Okay.
and I would love to have it back.
Okay.
All of it?
How do they cheat you?
You don't ask that sort of question, mate.
Are we likely to find the money in the same place as the goblin-oid
I've no
creatures?
idea. But
They're
what I
usually
do
quite
know,
poor.
what I do know, is that when you get there, and once you get rid of them, we'll come to an arrangement.
Do we have to kill them?
Not
Or would just
the-
scaring them away do for you? Or
What?
You don't have to kill them, to be honest.
We're going to evict them. Yes, evict
Wait,
them.
wait. No killing. Where's the fun in that?
And how much do they owe you?
It's less about what they owe. The money's gone. At this point, it's a sunken cost. I'm more than happy to just maintain my reputation.
So it's point scoring, really. That's what we're doing.
If you like.
Evening the score.
Look, I'm not asking you to be murderous. I'm asking you to...
I don't have a problem with that.
I'm asking you to sort out my problem. My problem is...
He might have a cream for that.
What? Sorry? Creams! Yes, creams. I've got creams. What creams do you want?
He was about to tell us about his rash.
Goblin rash.
Yeah, it's a goblin. He's caused a rash, you see, around the docks.
What's his name?
these goblins that you want?
You don't give your victims names.
Well, there's usually quite a lot of goblins. Which one do we have to off?
I'll be giving you the address.
and everyone in the building is to be informed that the city is not entirely safe for them to cohabit with me anymore.
Set fire to it, job done. They'll get out of it nice and fast.
I was thinking of
We
that.
do want to recover what wealth we can.
Set
Right.
fire to
But you
parts of
said
it.
that the money wasn't a part of this. You said it was all about
I would rather send
a
a message.
point system.
I would rather send a message.
So
If
we
we
get
can make a profit, that's a bonus.
Well, they're goblins. They never have any money, so
So just to be clear, you take control of the building, we clear it out, and the contents,
is that
you want most of it.
I would like 70% of the contents in Word.
Oh, 70%.
70%.
Come on.
I've got to rebuild my bar.
You've got to rebuild a bloody shelf.
60-40. In our favour. It's called playing hardball.
Look at it this way. We would then get 10% each, and you'd get 40. So you still get the most.
Yes.
Can I have
And it's a good, easy number.
Can I have a haggle check with advantage, so persuasion? So each of you roll once, and then treat the higher result.
Does that count?
While this has been going on, I've not been a part.
Please tell me that you rolled well, because I got a 5.
That would be a natural 20.
Yes!
plus something?
0.
He looks around you and goes, look, 60-40 is fair. I get 40, you all get 10. I can live with that.
Jolly good.
But I might have to ask you to do another job later.
As long as there's money in it.
Nothing quite so severe, just assistance.
I think you ought to do that in your own privacy of your own home.
I agree with the
Without
little
us.
one. You said one job.
Let's do one job at a time and worry about the second one when we've done the first.
But we don't have to do the second one.
We'll
Well,
have the argument then,
well,
after we've done the first.
all of this has been going on. I obviously disappeared somewhere and kind of looked over a bit, made sure no one was looking. May have summoned the Quasit again, handed over Setfin, and have been having a bit of a back and forth to get some information on who this Spectre may have potentially served,
Okay.
as to why they would have been there, and that's what I'm focusing on a lot more.
The Quasit looks to you. Well, sir, it is important to bear in mind that whilst your provider has got quite a lot of information, he doesn't have all of it. It is important that you give him time to learn. He will get back to you with relevant information when he can.
That is to be expected. When he can get it, I will greatly appreciate it. And then I'll turn around to the point where I see the haggling going on, and kind of part of me is a bit.
So we will say that this has occurred prior,
Yeah.
and that you will have come back
Yeah.
at the point at which the 60-40 offer was made.
Yeah.
Because otherwise 60-40 makes no sense, because 10% each, if he's
Yeah.
not there, doesn't make any sense.
And then I'm a bit kind of like,
It does
a bit,
rotate.
part of me is a little bit of, wait, what are we agreeing to?
We've already agreed.
We've
Come with
agreed
us.
to clear some
Sorting your mess out by
undesirables,
the looks of it.
clear out some undesirables from the warehouse.
We're going to evict them.
With fire.
With extreme prejudice, not fire. That fire comes out of our profits, mate. You really are a rubbish business.
Very well.
Well, you have a problem.
When do we leave to deal with this eviction? And while I'm saying that, it's more of a, I'm not quite sure this one's got the idea of what we're actually doing.
He
you'll be doing the work as soon as possible, mate. But I'm more than happy for you guys to take the night off and see to it in the morning.
Sounds like a plan.
Yes, absolutely. I would prefer that.
Can I get the details now?
I think I need to go for a break. So 5 minutes,
Yes.
and we should be back.
Right. Cool. See you in a second, chat. I think the music has stopped as well.
Alright.
Uh-oh.
No, it is still
Hello.
going.
Hello and welcome.
Are we here?
Have we got audio?
Can everybody hear me?
I think the real question is the breathing better now that I'm
Yeah, that's the point.
back?
We check on the breathing.
There we go.
Breathing
Music's
check.
going. Cool. We can't hear the music, but we can hear you. Cool. Right. If the music at any point dies, chat, just say, and we'll go round to get an epidemic sound. Because that's what we're doing.
There is
back.
music.
Yeah.
There is
Oh, if
music.
you click view more at the bottom there, so scroll down, view more. Winner. We've now got a load more music.
How is the breathing from?
Is the breathing issue still present?
I
Don't
don't.
we need to sort him?
Yeah. We know about the echo. The echo will be sorted out next week once we manage to put some soundproofing up down here.
It's more my
Um,
breathing.
So we're good. Cool. We're good.
Can't hear the breathing. I was too close to the mic. I apologise for all of the people out there.
You're all good.
Sort of slightly.
GM, go!
Not at your behest.
GM, when you're ready.
Jim, if you would like to entertain the audience, we'd really appreciate you continuing.
Oh, and the link in the Twitch chat, by the way, is now right. It wasn't right for the first 2 hours because I'm an idiot. But that link is now correct and should take you to the Twitch channel. This will be hosted on 4 episodes from now.
Yes.
So click it, click follow. Thank you.
We'd appreciate it very much. If you don't follow us, Magnus may stab us with his rapier.
He'll do it. Look at it.
He'll do it. He's a murder hobo, really.
What? Don't know what you're on about.
After having long rested, and spent the night in the slightly seedy tavern, you find yourselves unperforated come the morning, which is a miracle.
Marvellous.
And you find yourselves greeted by...
Sorry, he made his
But before we
tea farm.
continue, DM, am I still slightly gilly?
Oh, of course, yeah.
So it hasn't worn off yet.
Of course not.
I'm gonna go and see if he can fix me
I see.
first thing in the morning.
See, normally it's worn off by now. Maybe it's the troll's bile. Hold on a minute.
I took this before the Trolls Bio.
Oh, you did, yes. Maybe it is the troll's bile. For just being in the vicinity of it, I don't know.
Maybe the troll's bond potentiates the gillies bile.
Do you think you could potentially fix me?
I could potentially fix you, yes. I grab you on the shoulder and a charge of electricity goes through my gloves into you. Shocking grasp!
Go for it.
I forget how to cast that.
So he is a willing creature, which
Yeah.
means that he is not going to be able to avoid this. So just roll the damage.
I forget what I didn't write down what the damage is, DM. So you're gonna have to help me out.
I believe it's 1d8.
I think it might be 1d8.
It is indeed 1d8.
That's not a d8.
That is not a d8. That's very true. Where is my d8? Is that a d8? That's a d8.
That's not.
That's
That's
not
a
a
dice.
Wait, have I got a d8?
Yes.
Diamond.
I'm looking at
The
it.
diamond
That's one.
That one. There we go. I'm definitely a noob. It's 1.
Thank
There
God
you
for
go.
that.
You can't get
So
So
basically, I jolt you with my gloves. I'm like, has that fixed the problem?
So, when the electricity surges through you, you feel the gills on your neck just go and like seal up. Don't know what caused it to be magically extended, but it's not anymore.
Cool. So I'm back to normal.
You are indeed back to
It clearly worked.
Uncle Door's magnificent. Manipulating wits at your service.
I'm a little bit shocked it worked, to be honest.
Good. That's the intent.
Aye, that's the tink.
How much she owe you?
10 gold, please.
For having gills.
I can give you mates rates of 11 gold. Or we can call it 7 between friends. Because we are friends now, aren't we?
He's doing the maths.
Let's
We're
call it
all
5.
waiting to see which amount he gives you now.
We'll call it 5. And consider yourself protected while you're in this town.
Excellent. Win-win for Malcador.
You see, if it was a herbalist. doing
Yeah,
parts of
exactly. If it was a herbalist, then you wouldn't have had anything at all. In fact, you may have even drowned with those gills.
So,
Consider him having a bodyguard while he's here. Purely out, I'm worried that it may come back and yeah.
so
Bodyguard that he's had to pay for. You've had to pay for.
I'm not sure it's a good deal, but he's made it.
Yeah.
So, when you head downstairs, the barkeep has basically made sure that we are staying closed, and looks amongst you once you've all surfaced, and then is
Right. The warehouse is on the docks, but it's not going to be front row, if you know what I mean. Sort of a back alley place. You'll best be served going to the Wailing Wench. It's a tavern on the docks.
I knew a girl there once.
I think we all did.
Oh, yes. She was cute. Anyway, we digress.
Behind the back of the Wailing Wench, there's a fella who does nefarious work, you see. He's a good lad, behaves well, and he'll get you whatever you're looking for in a feathers. If you speak to him, I've contacted him through the night, you see. He'll point you in the right direction when you get there. His name is Dodgy Tony. He's very reliable.
Sounds trustworthy.
Very.
Let's face it, you wouldn't trust someone with the name of Honest Tony, would you?
No, exactly. Dodgy Tony, you know exactly what you're getting into.
Exactly.
Is Tony
We-
human?
Tony is a halfling. He's a little fella.
So small.
Hairy toes, comes up to your knees. Tony.
I'll write that down. Hairy toes.
I'm glad that we're getting really crucial notes. It's really crucial.
Halfling
Up to
crew.
my knees. There we go.
Once you get there, I think it's important that you respect Dodgy Tony. He's
Are we talking respect? Are we talking
I'll put it in
respect?
I'll put it in brackets, kill. Is this the person we've got to go kill?
no,
Oh.
he's my contact.
He's
you
the-
numpty.
Oh. Okay.
See, that was good to clarify, I think, because otherwise we would have just killed everyone in the vicinity of this building.
Well,
That's
God,
quite
that's-
often what we do, actually.
Respect.
Steve, are you sure we've got the right people here?
Look,
Marcus.
His name's Robin.
firstly, my name's Marcus,
Oh.
and I'm not having.
We know your public name is Marcus. Yeah, everyone knows that.
Look, my government name's my business.
Sorry, Steve.
With respect, maybe you should nominate someone to be in charge of this group.
Hello, I volunteer.
Second.
What you do is between yourselves, sort it out. I don't care. Get the job done.
Right, crew, Malcador and Co. is in effect as of this moment.
Malcador and Co.
It would be Malcador and Son, but I'm not related to any of you, so it'd be a bit weird, I think.
We're all gonna die.
You can always adopt one of us.
I suggest we put it to a vote before you are put in charge.
Yes, of course.
All those...
I thought we were voting outside.
Yes, of course, I should abstain because I think I'm going to vote myself.
Which way? Him. Not him.
Right.
He got us in this mess.
True.
He's full.
Hands raised if you believe this one should be in charge.
Certainly for the next 4 weeks.
Touche.
You're not supposed to break the fourth wall.
I can and I will.
Hands up if you believe Magnus should have been in charge.
You bloody fool.
Outvoted. 3-1.
So, damn, never mind. Right. I have no idea what we're doing. Solutions from the floor.
I would like very much to be in charge. Now, what are we doing?
Don't kill Dodgy Tony.
Yes,
We
we
don't
don't
want
kill
Tony.
Sonny Tony.
We say hello, we get the information from him, and then we figure out what the bloody hell we're doing after that.
Yeah.
I like this plan, yes.
Because
Is
I
it-
don't actually know anything about
Has
that.
anybody
After you-
remembered where it is we need to go?
We're going
Yeah,
to the
down the
Wailing
docks.
Wench.
Wailing
Wailing
Wench.
Just checking that people were listening.
Yeah. And boy, does she wail.
Is that where Dodgy Tony is?
Yes.
Is it his keep?
Behind
No,
the
yeah, he
wailing
works
room.
behind Wailing Wench Tavern.
So he's the barman.
Behind the building.
He's a fence who operates out of an alleyway out the back.
Ah, okay.
Well,
very dodgy.
Cheers for
Not an
that.
actual fence, he's a halfling.
I say, after you then, sir.
Follow me, I know the way. I do not know the way. I don't think. Hold on. Do I know the way? Yeah, I know the way.
Everybody knows the way to the Wailing Wench.
You
Roll
just listen.
Roll a d4.
Roll a d4.
Yes!
I love this.
It's a 1.
You're going to be heading north.
I think the docks are south.
Are they?
Yeah.
Where are we going?
Down here we need to go, not uphill.
Where's the sun?
It's
Oh,
night.
yes, it's the other way.
Is it night time?
daytime.
It's the
Morning.
You just rest in the morning.
Oh, of course. Bloody goggles. There we go. Now it's daytime. That's better. I can see now.
Magnus can't see it.
Is there anything we should be telling Tony
That hurts.
to obviously make him realise that we're in company with you?
Oh yeah, I've just disappeared through the front door in a random direction. Okay, that's fine. I'm just going to keep stalling, assuming you're all following me.
No, that won't be happening.
No.
We'll be going
Your
right away.
d4 has tried to basically you're trying to get north, but right now you are on an east-west street, so you're just looking for ways to get behind buildings. You're still in the street.
Where's the nearest door?
The door you came out of.
Where's the next nearest door?
The next building over, which appears to be some kind of pet shop.
I shall go to the door and I shall hammer on the door.
They have not yet opened.
I hammer on the door some more.
Whilst you're doing that,
How tall are you, by the way?
5'3".
Cool.
He's not very big.
Can I go and walk behind him, just tap him on the shoulder and just go, "You're going the wrong way."
Don't worry about finding him. If you go to the place, he'll find you. He knows he's looking for a bird, a kobold, and whatever the fuck that is.
Best
So
not
he
to know.
will approach us, you're saying? Okay.
Oh, we'll just go to the alleyway behind the old pub.
Wailing
Wench.
I say
We
again,
need to go this way.
just listen.
Malcador,
Yes.
Follow the sound.
maybe let the person that's been to the pub lead the way.
Sensible, yes.
Then
Or
ask
we can
him.
ask directions from this guy.
Who's been to the pub?
Magnus. You had a woman there once.
You, lead.
I've had several actually.
Ooh. Sounds like a brothel.
So, you know you were trying to go that way for the pet shop.
Yes.
Well, we actually need to go down here that way.
Oh. Okay, I'm following you.
Excellent. Good choice.
So, whilst traversing the city, there's not going to be any checks to like safely navigate. But whilst you are traversing, you are basically, it's your typical fantasy city. You know, we're talking like markets, blacksmiths, some of the early bird professionals. We're talking like the blacksmiths, the woodworkers. These kind of people are up and about, plying trade. Bakers, are all.
Farmers bringing their wares in to sell at
Yep.
market.
Some of them are all those are setting up stalls.
Yeah.
It is an early morning. So whilst you're traversing, you are heading towards the docks. As you get towards the docks, it gets slightly more upmarket as you're leaving the, let's say, grimier areas of the city, and then starts going very much downhill again into what is described as function over form, in that sailors don't care what the pub looks like, they care that it's a pub. So, once you get to the docks, there is a ship that has just made port. So there are sailors currently piling off and making it a rather difficult traversal along the docks because they are numerous, and you can hear some of them go, "Oh, that was our journey. That was quite difficult."
You there, sailor?
Aye,
Just back on shore.
aye,
Are you headed to a brothel?
no.
Would you like to head to a brothel? Because I can say you something that makes you last a lot longer. I produce a vial from my coat that is
Faintly
Vial?
blue.
literally emerald green, sort of glowing emerald green,
Are
and
you
just
sure
sort of
it's not a little
swill
blue
it
pill?
in my hand.
I thought it should be blue.
Wouldn't know.
The sailor is baffled. Are you trying to poison me, sir?
No, I'm trying to ensure that if you're headed to a tavern to have a good time, it lasts a lot longer. If that's not for you, back in the coat, sky blue bottle, then I've got this. It's an instant hangover cure.
Aye, that one.
10 gold, please.
I'm going to whisper behind him and go, I thought it was 20 for the rest. I thought we get 10.
Let me discuss with my associate here. Yes, but I need to rock it in first, and I'll give you something.
Okay. He hands you 10 rupees. Aye. Sounds a good deal, that.
Excellent. You will not be disappointed. Do me a favour, don't drink it until we're out of sight.
Does it not work if you can see me?
Yes, you have to be sort of on your own, and then it will work fine.
I
If
see.
it's observed by any living thing, it won't work.
Also, have you got a hangover?
Roll a deception check. It's up until this point reasonable doubt.
Can I
Now?
give him advantage for doing what I just did?
Say,
I will allow.
it's a 2!
I will allow you to help him.
That's an improvement.
It's
You
an
get to roll again.
improvement.
He gets them all again.
It's a 13.
That's better.
Hold on.
And deception.
It's charisma, which is a straight 13.
He. Well, you know how magic works, I guess. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes, it's definitely that word.
Yeah.
Yes.
Puts it inside his pocket.
Have a great evening, my friend.
And
Quickly, let's
He's
go,
on his
let's
way.
go, let's go now.
Spectacular morning.
Yes.
Did you understand a word he said?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes, I speak
wasn't-
the language of the common folk pretty well.
okay. I just thought it was
Who's he
a
called?
strange accent.
I just kind of walk beside you and go,
I'm really confused.
I think he means the language of
the poor.
money.
Oh, I see.
After a few minutes on the docks, looking for the winch, you find it. You remember its location well enough. It is shoddy. It is run down.
Is it better than where we were?
I think it's about on par.
Just like home.
The sign is a picture of a siren that has been chipped off nearly all paint. So it is just the shape of a siren carved as a wooden relief, with about a third of the letters remaining. You can see an A, an E, a couple W's on the side, but nothing much else.
So is it in the shape of a siren, or is it just flat painting?
It is a carved relief that
Okay.
was later painted, but the paint is all
In certain places, no doubt.
in quite a lot of them.
I'm gonna ask Magnus, are you sure this is the place?
Oh,
really?
yeah.
I mean, the sign
Sorry, what?
the sign does say "Wa
Mhm.
we."
Wowee!
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
This is the right place.
Yeah.
You seem a bit uptight. Do you want to go inside while we do the business on the back?
No? It's,
Sure.
it's a bit early for that, isn't it?
There's a time. Breakfast.
Would you like something to improve your performance, my friend?
Ever the same.
Probably need
Maybe
it.
in 5 years' time.
Your loss.
So the alleyway that is the discussed alleyway is quite clearly visible. However, it is also quite clearly fenced off.
Does the fencing look quite battered or?
Is it like, what kind of fence is it?
It's
Wooden
not like chain
panels
link fence,
or-
no. It's like wooden paneling.
So
Can
just
you see through any openings in it or anything?
So there are a few small holes and things like that you can see through, and you can see that it's an alleyway, but you can't see anything else in it.
Is
It's in the shade of the rising sun.
it just a fence, or is there a door?
There's no doorway through.
I'm gonna look at all the details of the fence, and I'm looking for some sort of sign in Thieves' Camp.
That is so. Roll a perception check or investigation, your choice. I don't really mind which.
They're the same.
Nice.
That would be a 23.
Oh,
The natural
that'll
20.
That will do.
Nice.
This way, guys.
So the sign of Thieves' Cant is a small symbol that basically means secret hatch. When you apply any pressure to that symbol, it will cause a small mechanism to open the fence slightly. It's quite a cramped hole. It's crouching unless you're a kobold
Or a halfling.
or a half.
what about horns?
You'll be fine. You just have to lower your head.
This way, big folk.
Lead on, little man.
I already have. I'm gone.
So once you are in the alleyway, roll roll a perception check once you're all stood and ready.
I'm gonna choose to stay outside the alleyway and let them go in. Kind of keep watching, make sure no one follows.
What do you want? One of you.
16.
So
That's not actually bad for a change.
I've rolled another natural 20.
Okay.
So I just want to walk into the alleyway and go,
60.
You're right, Tony.
14 for my perception.
Okay. So, with the natural 20, we're going to disregard any other results and go for. He walks into the alleyway, points to a box in one of the like the corner at the far end that goes around the back of the building, and goes, "You're right, Tony," what you say, and a fella hops off the box after unfurling himself from his coat, which was covered, basically cloaking him in black, so he looked like a shadow in the corner, and he hops off the box and goes, "Magnus."
How you doing, buddy?
I do so love to mimic your voice when I say your name. It's so comforting to me. Anyway.
It is to most people. Well, if they see me coming.
So, I would absolutely adore to do some work with you. What, anything for sale?
What would you like, my friend?
Oh, God.
Oh, no, not like that. Sorry, that was... I'll speak plain for the benefit of your companions. We are looking for a particular warehouse, are we not?
We are.
We are.
I'll give you 5 gold if you tell me where it is, and who's in there.
Oh, this is for free. Why not?
Take the gold. He's an idiot.
I would not cheat any of you. You're all working for my employer. I would rather us be on good terms.
Very well.
Seems reasonable. Although a bit slimy.
The warehouse in question is on the far side of the dock from the entranceway. If you look directly opposite, the dock is a U shape. And on the far side you can see one warehouse at the very edge on the corner of the docks. Beyond it and to the left, in the alleyway between it and its neighbour, is the warehouse you are looking for. It is marked already. I have carved the sigil of the eye onto it. So he has carved an eye, i.e. this
Door.
it, on the door of the warehouse you're looking for, and he has done that this morning. Because that is basically the thieves' cant marking for this is what you're looking for, and it is done on the day of the event.
Quite smart, that.
I believe that's all you need from me.
Do you know how many people are in the warehouse? Or when you were there, did you count how many people were there?
I'm afraid I was not paid for reconnaissance. But I am aware that there was at least 12, maybe more.
And what time was that?
2 hours ago?
And can I be so bold as to ask whether they are people, as in humans, or goblinoid beings?
He looks.
I want to make sure that we evict the right people. Or the
Are
right.
goblins not people too?
They are people, but they are not humanoid. They are goblinoid.
Yes, they are goblinoids.
Thank you. We just needed to be sure that we were aiming for the right people. / goblins.
People is a very broad term. So, I would happily have you all hosted here in the aftermath of the event.
Okay, that's good.
After,
The alleyway or the pub?
in the Welsh. The proprietor and I are on good terms. If we are to, let's put it this way, keep you hidden from the authorities in the wake of your crime, I think it is safer to do so local to the event, but not quite too local. So, I believe that is all that I need to tell you. Is there anything you need to tell me?
No.
Only that your label's sticking out of the back, mate. See you later.
I'm very self-conscious, wasn't it?
While all this has been going on, have I noticed anything as I was keeping watch when they went down the alleyway or anything?
Sailors walking past. They come past you, they look at you like leaning against a fence and go, and then keep walking. That's, they're not, paying any mind to a stranger hanging out around outside the tavern. That's,
Even if he's wearing a pink
yeah.
bathrobe.
Look, this is a dock. People from all over the place come from everywhere.
For someone to say that.
How do you know? It's a purple kimono.
I thought it was pink. I'm
No, it's
terribly
purple and it's
sorry.
got pink cherry blossoms on it, and I've got a really dark.
If I remember
mask.
rightly, it's lilac.
So,
Sorry about the colour change.
It's all right.
So, you're a traveller. You are someone who has come here from a foreign land, and they have expected that. Like, you're on the docks. This is normal.
It's very pretty.
So, after having spoken with the halfling assistant, he is basically, I've got business to attend to. Please, if you could get on with your job for the day, I'll host you again later.
I'm on my way
What's
to the game.
the name of the operator of this tavern? Because obviously we're going to be coming in quite quick. We need to know who to ask for.
I wouldn't worry too much. He'll be at the bar when you arrive.
Okay.
His name is... Let's put it this way, the less names everybody knows, the better. I haven't asked yours, you haven't asked mine.
I'm Malcador, pleasure to meet you.
Are you new to this sort of business?
Yes.
But equal to Tony.
We do know your name, Tony.
But you didn't say it until you said it.
I
You
did
said
say
it before,
I said hello, Tony.
once, and nobody else said it again until now.
Because you said we didn't know your name, and we know your name, it's Tony. Dodgy Tony.
We weren't talking about names, were we?
Never.
We don't share names.
Do we not? Why not?
In this sort of business, it's a surefire way to get yourself into trouble.
Well, it seems sensible to me.
Sounds reasonable, yeah.
I'm not Malcador, my name's Keith. Nice to meet you.
So, he ushers you out of the alleyway, hoping to get his work done.
I like the fact that that is what caused him to go, alright, I'm done with this, bye.
Very much. So, we are very, yes, so you're shuffled out
Yes.
and pointed in the right direction for your work. So, where will you be going?
So you're saying from where that alleyway is
Directly
to
on
the
the
club,
Yeah.
how far across the water?
So it's probably like you can walk the whole length of the docks to get there.
Yeah.
It's just that it's you'd
But-
be walking in a U.
Yeah, I was thinking of staying this side for like an hour, sit and just
Observe.
sit,
Observe.
observe
It's
it.
another-
Is it
Sitting on the dock of the bay, absolutely.
It is
Great
it's
minds.
too far
too far
for you to be able to see in detail. And also, compare when it's not at the forefront; it's behind another building.
Yeah.
How easy is it to get to this warehouse if, rather than go through the docks from the warehouse there, to go from behind it?
You could do that just the same. It's just it would be a process of elimination rather than you working out, because the front door has been marked.
Doesn't
No,
mean you have to
I'm
go
more
through the front
thinking
door.
arriving at the docks from behind, and then we can go round to the front of a few of the places and find the right door. I'm just kind of thinking that we don't get seen going into the docks.
Okay, yeah. I'm more than happy to do that. I will need you to make a navigation roll, so nature. Well, or investigation.
Is that for everyone?
Yeah, because you're in the city, I'll allow investigation in place of.
I like this dice.
Mine's useless.
Third 20 in a row.
I've taken that away from you.
Well, look,
No,
it's making up for the ones.
It's true.
10. Decidedly average.
8. 13.
16.
7 plus.
Nothing.
Yep, nothing.
I'm just doing what I do.
So,
I'll just follow the rest of
with your natural 20, you are distinctly aware of the exact path you should take. You've taken these back alleys before, and you've taken lives in these back alleys before. So you are...
I cannot confirm or deny any of that.
You definitely...
I do not recall these events at all. Your
Um,
Honour.
So, on your journey through the winding back alleys, you end up directly in front of the warehouse in question. Unfortunately, for you, the viewer, that is the end of the session.
Tune in next week at 7 p.m. on Tuesday on this channel for the
Uh,
exciting conclusion.
Come
I'm well
back.
look at which
Yeah.
camera we're going
Come
to. For the exciting conclusion.
The same Kobold time on the same Kobold channel.
And the new professional break screen.
Yes. Which we will definitely have
It's not
finished.
We'll have definitely
Yeah.
done a break.
It's
stream
not
on
going to be just professional. It's going to be super professional.
that. It's going to be very professional.
It'll be epic.
Adventures.
Yes, so
There's a lot of
this
verbs.
is the first of 4 of these that are going to be hosted on this channel. If you are liking what you have seen, there is an !D&D command that you can stick in chat, which will give you a link to the channel that these will be hosted on after the 4th session ends. So go and follow that, and we'll be live on that channel for the 5th session. Thank you.
Thank you very much for joining us. Good night.
Bye.